long-winded, running through this life like it was mine. Never settling, but setting every goal high. 1,000 burpees on the path to my own destruction or success. But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say every man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Someone else or yourself? Whatever you do, homie, give your heart to it and stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong.
With me and you know it.
Yeah. Look, lot of niggas fail, but I won't. Lot of niggas fold, but I cope. Lot of niggas gone, but I'm home. Lot of niggas off, but I'm on. Lot of niggas lost on this road. Couple niggas gave up they goal. Gang of niggas traded they soul. But me, I'm standing on 10 toes. Looking out my Benz window. Wonder where my friends all go. Scared to give my heart to this girl. Paranoid she gon' leave if my hands get low. Knowing that this game to be played, but I'm knowing that this game to be changed. I should be afraid of afraid. I'm just trying to live up to the meaning of my name. I'm just trying to live up to the niggas in my gang. I'm just trying to live up to my moment on the stage. I'm just trying to live up to the truth of my pain and the power that it gave me on the youth of today. I put a coupe in the safe, and I shoot from the waist. My time is money, and I ain't got a second for you flukes and you fakes.
How do we live for my walls? How do we live for my niggas? How do we live for my brother? How do we live for my niggas? Yeah. How do we live for my walls? How do we live for my niggas? How do we live for my brother? How do we live for my niggas? Yeah.
From different communities just to talk about our problems and try to create some solutions. Because we got a lot of problems in our community. Number one is trauma. So we got a lot of trauma that we face, whether it's through violence, whether it's through child molestation, whether it's through the way we eat, whether it's through infant mortality. We go through a lot of things in our community, but there's very little places for us to freely express ourselves. And we do this for the youth, so from ages 5 on up, got an opportunity to express themselves. So today's thing, what we want to do is from prison to progression. So what I like to do is I like to highlight a lot of the guys, such as myself, who went to prison, but came home and made that transition and doing something positive. Because a lot of the times they like to count us out with our record, and it's hard to get employment. Like I just got turned down for a job, and I know I'm overqualified for the job. I don't feel like nobody in my community is qualified more than me for this specific job. But because of my record, I got turned down. But then a week later, a bigger opportunity came. So that was just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm trying to say is that there's very little places that we can get the youth to express themselves as well with the adults. So I try to keep everything kid-friendly. So anybody that come up here, anybody that's gonna, do some poetry, freestyle, or whatever y'all gonna do today, I just want y'all to kind of hold it down with cursing. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to keep this kid-friendly. I want y'all to be y'all, but just kind of hold it down with cursing so we can be a little kid-friendly. That's cool? Yeah. Alright. So I go by the name of Freethinker Walter Patton. Like I said, I've been doing this for 2 years. I'm from the 5th Ward, which is the Donnerwood Projects. I've been here my whole life. I'm 32 years old. I've been there 32 years. And this is just my passion. It's what I like to do. I started off in the Boys and Girls Club. Then I've been over to the Notes for Notes Boys and Girls Club. Now I'm going to East Tech. I've been in Friendly Inn. So I've been in a lot of different places. And I've been here, well, this is my 2nd year. So just a little quick background on myself. I did 18 months in prison for carrying a concealed weapon and a drug trafficking and marijuana. So that was my story. I got caught up with the wrong crowd. You know what I'm saying? I was in the car with a guy. He ended up getting knocked. He don't want to take out. So me just being 19 and naive, there's no snitching rule. But he left me for dead. So I ended up doing 18 months behind that. So while I was down there, I found my passion. I found my gift because I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. I couldn't sleep. So I kept going down to the infirmary. For one, there was some pretty nurses in there, so I was trying to get off the pie to go catch nurses. They was hitting me for like $3 every trip, and I'm like, man, send that $3. So I go in there, I see the nurses, but my chest bothers me. So I'm calling home like, I don't know, I'm gonna make it. I'm like scared. I've never even been in juvenile jail or nothing. So I'm down in this prison. I'm like, well, shook. But I'm like, man, I know it ain't my heart because I took an EKG. So they like, we're gonna give you a mental health assessment. So they gave me a mental health assessment and they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder. You know what post-traumatic stress disorder is? Alright, so it's really just something that you get from being in a bad environment. So it's something Like say if you've been around a lot of trauma, a lot of gun violence, and you hear a lot of gunshots and seen a lot of your friends get injured or hurt, you can become like mentally sick from that. It's called post-traumatic stress disorder. So if you're around a lot of violence, try to stay away from as much as you can because it can cause something mentally. So I was diagnosed with that because I seen my best friend at the age of 17 get shot in the head twice, and he was from Garden Valley, name was Bernard Pinson. And then 3 months later, I seen a little 10-year-old get shot in the back by a guy from my neighborhood, beefing with another neighborhood, shooting into a crowd full of kids, and then he killed the kid. So all that started to play on me when I went to prison. I started to see these in my head. So they tried to give me this medicine, right? Like, I'm not taking these meds. I was just talking to them. Every time I see somebody with meds, pill card, they like junkies. I'm not taking it. I'm 25. I'm not taking no pills like no junkie. So what I started to do is I started to write poetry and I started to write films. Now my bunkies, he had life. He was never going home, so he was naive to everything. Like, well, I ain't trying to hear you, short, you going home. So I started reading these poems to him. He like, let me hear that again. Let me hear that again. So we started inviting his life of friends over. His life of friends was feeling what I was saying. And if you've been in prison, the cats in life, they got like the shortest tolerance for BS. But they was loving what I was doing. So what I found out with me writing poetry and me writing films, that we all had something in common, and that was trauma. And that's how I was healing. So now I can sleep. Once I write this poetry, I can sleep. Once I write these films, I can sleep. And that's what helped me. So that's what I teach now in my youth programs today, is poetry and film is therapy. So that's what I'm doing now in the city of Cleveland. Like I said, I've been in Mound, I've been in Broadway, Boys and Girls Club, King Kennedy, I'm now in East Tech, been in Friendly Inn. So now I'm just getting my just due. But I've been on the pavement for like the last 6 years. So now I'm getting my just due, and we here today. So this is my young co-host.
I'm Tone. I go by PCE Tone. This is my group members, PCE Don, PCE Rich. We just now getting off the ground with our music. You can check our music out at PCE The Label on YouTube. You can check our websites out, our Instagrams out at PCE Don, PCE Rich, and PCE Tone. Well, I just started doing it, building everything with Walk. It's going cool. I appreciate it too, Walk.
No problem.
But like, I grew up down in King Kenny. For me, moving from King Kenny down to Garden Valley has been hard. The beef between King Kenny and Garden Valley. So I've been trying to do my best to get over all that because I don't do hood beef. So after all that, some dudes threw a brick through my grandmother's window this past summer over hood beef. So I started rapping last year, I say, and I started getting music off the ground, and now ever since I started rapping, people just been messing with me more heavy because of my music, how I express myself through my music.
So I got a question for you. Before we get this started, I want to ask you a question. So for me being an older guy, me being 32, how old is you, Tom?
16.
Okay, you 16. What is your definition of an OG, somebody that you would look up to in the neighborhood?
My definition of an OG is basically what you're doing, helping out the young dudes to make a living for themselves. Helping, like, giving them little things to do, helping them get their talent off the ground.
Things like ASCAP, these young guys working on the record label, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the times what we do is a lot of young guys, I know when I came up, there wasn't nobody telling me the game. Like, they was like, okay, Walt talented, he a nice poet, but they wasn't showing me how they was getting paid. So I would go volunteer and rap with these guys and be like, man, you getting paid, but I ain't getting paid. It's like, how do I get paid? And I never knew I needed my ASCAP, I never knew I needed my BMI, I never knew I needed to own my publishing. So I got to partner up with some people and was fortunate enough to learn the game. So now, they ain't got to go through the same thing I went through. Get what I'm saying? So these guys on a record label, they're 18, 19 years old. And when I came in the game at 25, I ain't had no record label or none of that. I just now got my ASCAP like 5 years ago. You got your ASCAP?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah. Everything, I just learned how to do a lot though, man.
Yeah.
So like 2018, I was down bad. I came up in the middle of the year.
So this is one of the young guys that came through the program. He's been at Case Western Reserve performing different radio stations. These guys been at Case Western Reserve performing. So this is what we do in the program. So before we get ready to get started, there's a statistic I've been doing some research that over 70% of juveniles in Cuyahoga County, black, got felonies. Over 70% of the juveniles in Cuyahoga County got felonies. And they all black. over 90% of the juveniles that's incarcerated, black. So that's why I do events like these, you know what I'm saying, to give these young guys and these young ladies an opportunity to express themselves before they express themselves in the streets. Then it's too late. So we want to get all that steam and everything off our chest here. So that's the big reason why I have these open mics. And this is my second year. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Long-winded, running through this life like it was mine. Never settling, but setting every goal high. 1,000 burpees on the path to my own destruction or success. But what is a mistake without the lesson? See, the best teacher in life is your own experience. None of us know who we are until we fail. They say every man is defined by his reaction to any given situation. Well, who would you want to define you? Someone else or yourself? Whatever you do, homie, give your heart to it and stay strong. Stay strong. Stay strong.
With me and you know it.
Yeah. Look, lot of niggas fail, but I won't. Lot of niggas fold, but I cope. Lot of niggas gone, but I'm home. Lot of niggas off, but I'm on. Lot of niggas lost on this road. Couple niggas gave up they goal. Gang of niggas traded they soul. But me, I'm standing on 10 toes. Looking out my Benz window. Wonder where my friends all go. Scared to give my heart to this girl. Paranoid she gon' leave if my hands get low. Knowing that this game to be played, but I'm knowing that this game to be changed. I should be afraid of afraid. I'm just trying to live up to the meaning of my name. I'm just trying to live up to the niggas in my gang. I'm just trying to live up to my moment on the stage. I'm just trying to live up to the truth of my pain and the power that it gave me on the youth for today. I put a coupe in the safe, and I shoot from the waist. My time is money, and I ain't got a second for you flukes and you fakes.
I do this shit for my walls. I do this shit for my niggas. I do this shit for my brother. I do this shit for my niggas, yeah. I do this shit for my walls. I do this shit for my niggas. I do this shit for my brother. I do this shit for my niggas, yeah.